You are welcome. In this video, I will use these two things to explain the difference between a conductor and electrolyte. The question says, what is the difference between a conductor and electrolyte? Okay. The number one difference is that a conductor is an element. Now, if you should look at this wire, it is made up of copper. You understand? Is copper not an element? It is an element. This is a copper. So it is made up of a copper. This is a copper wire. It is an element. Copper is the number 29. That is atomic number of what? 29. So it is an element. Conductors, even though it is not only copper alone, aluminium wire. Is aluminium not an element? It's an element. Atomic number of what? 13. Give me another one. So many like that. Okay? Talking about the electrolytes, we said it's a compound. Yeah, it's actually a compound. Look at this table salt. Look at this table salt. The formula of this table salt is sodium chloride. And sodium chloride is a what? It's a compound. When sodium reacts with a chlorine to give you a sodium chloride. So it's a compound. The electrolyte is a compound. Both of them conduct electricities. These conduct electricities, I can perform it for you. I think I'll prepare videos on that one separate. I'll prepare videos for that separate. Okay? The number two difference is that a conductor uses electron as carriers of electricities. Not only copper alone. All metals, they use what? Electron as carriers of what? Electricity. What they use to transfer electricity is what? The electron. They make use of electron. Why this one does not make use of electron? The compound. It makes use of what? Ion. For example, if this sodium chloride dissociates to give you sodium ion and plus chlorine ion, this is called ion, not electron. They are called ion, sodium ion and chlorine ion. So they make use of ion as what? Carriers of what? Electricity. That is for what? Compound. Okay. The number three difference is that conductors do not undergo decompositions. Yes, why electrolytes undergo decomposition? This is what that means. For example, if you look at this copper wire, we said copper is an element, right? Because it has atomic number of 29. And we said that elements are substances that cannot be split into what? Simpler units or simpler substances. Can you split elements? Can you split copper? Copper is an element. It's just like me giving you sodium. What do you want to split here again? Nothing to split because it is an element. You can't split elements. They can't decompose. You can't decompose sodium now. You can't decompose sodium. So you can't split elements. So it is an element. Conductors are elements. It may be copper, it may be aluminium. When it is aluminium wire, you see maybe a silver white. White copper is a what? Is a brownish red. So why electrolyte, they can decompose. As I've said that when this one can decompose to give you sodium ion and what? Sodium ion and chlorine ion. So and so on and so forth. For example, let me give you another example of an electrolyte. CaSO4, when you decompose this, it will give you calcium 2 plus and what? Plus SO4 2 minus. SO4 2 minus. So electrolyte, they can decompose. This is another electrolyte. Give me another electrolyte. All those acid-base salts, they are electrolytes. So you don't need to think too much. Acid, base, and salts, they are what? They are electrolytes. Give me one acid. Sodium H2SO4. This is another acid. H2SO4. When this one decomposes, it will give you what? H plus SO4 2 minus. Give me another acid. Or it may be acid, it may be base, it may be salt. This one is a salt. So this is acid. Give me a base. We have sodium hydroxide. When this one decomposes, it give you sodium ion plus OH minus. OH, that is hydroxide ion. So all this one, they are ion. So that is just the main difference between a conductor and what? An electrolyte. Please, if you find this video helpful, do well to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know your own view in the comments. Thank you.